Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, it is not my usual content. It's more of a chit chat, what's been going on, why you may have noticed a change, also known as a rebranding of my channel, and I'll go over all of that. So I hope you'll stick around. Where have I been? For a few months now, I noticed that my eyesight was not very good. I began to notice a cloudy haze over my eyes, and it was hard for me to see. I went to the eye doctor and he diagnosed me with cataracts. So on April 26th, I did have cataract surgery and everything went well. Thank you, Lord, for that. And I'm healing. This surgery was for the left eye. I did get a Clarion Vivity lens. That lens will allow me to have clear vision at intermediate level and far distance. I will need to have reading glasses for fine print. And I've already noticed the difference. I can go like this. Everything is so much clearer. The colors are more vibrant. So I'm excited to have my right eye done so that they match. But it's been very hard to craft, very hard to use my power tools. Probably not a good idea to use your power tools if you can't see clearly, right? So I've been putting those things off until my eyes are healed. So May 17th, I will have this eye done and they will match. It's made it very difficult to really do too much. I'm not able to drive. I was used to going to see my grandkids once a week, and they live 45 minutes away, and the drive never bothered me. But it's very hard to drive with that white haze over my eyes. So anyway, I'm on my way to recovery for that, and I'll just be very happy to resume life again. I did take some notes for today. I want to be able to cover a lot, but I don't want this to be a really long video. First of all, what happened to Junk Gal 63? Junk Gal 63 is still around. I'm just going to use that as a brand for the items that I sell. I sell at craft shows a couple times a year, and I also sell in a little boutique downtown Wausau, and I have talked about that in a video. I've read a lot about and seen a lot of videos about your niche. I didn't really feel like my niche should be just junk. I never wanted that because I am much more than that. As far as my niche, I feel like I'm more than Junk Gal 63. Junk Gal 63 did not match my content, or people didn't relate it to my content, because I do love crafting and woodworking and junking and looking for antiques. I am a 60-plus-year-old Christian woman with quite a bit of life experience. I am a wife. I am a mama of a nurse. I am a grandma. I live in a tiny 900 square foot home, which I love. It's just a little bungalow, and it is perfect for my husband and I. We don't need anything bigger, even though sometimes we say we do. I think we could use a bigger garage. That would be very nice. But otherwise, I love our home. And like I said, it's perfect. I have a small front yard, a small backyard. And my dream was always to have a farm. But now I don't know that I would, at my age, I don't know that I would want to take care of that and have the means to take care of it. As we get closer to retirement, our retirement will consist of traveling. So this will serve as our base, and then we can get out and travel. So we don't have to worry about someone taking care of a farm or a large home for us. It will be very easy. I work remotely in my little home office, and it's just a little corner that we carved out, and my husband made me a desk for that. I love to fish and golf. I love to cook. Things I don't like: cleaning and shopping. But there are exceptions. I love shopping estate sales. and antique shops. I do have a gal that comes in and cleans for me every 2 weeks, and she just loves that. And I learned a long time ago, sometimes you have to carve out a way to get some time given back to you, but you're also helping someone else in their business. And she is getting her business going, and she does a wonderful job, and I look forward to seeing her. She is just the sweetest person. So we love having her, but it's just someone to come in and clean, not so much tidy up, because I do that. And not that we're messy people, but we have different schedules and we're doing different things. So that really helps with that. And I am quite hooked on grocery delivery. I do a lot of Instacart and the occasional Walmart delivery because I just don't want to mess with the traffic. And that has really come in handy since I've had the issues with my eyesight. So I really appreciate that. And to me, it's worth the little extra cost. I'm not spending any money for gas. The same way with working from home. I don't spend any money on gas to get there and get home. But I'll talk about that a little later in the video. With all that said about rebranding, I think my success here on YouTube will come down to me being my authentic self, which I've always done. I think it comes down to quality content, consistency, and trying to engage with my audience. So the new name fits me perfectly, I think, At Home with Jackie, because that's me. What are some of the things that I would like to share with you? One of those being my faith. In each of my videos, my goal is to always positively impact people's lives by spreading messages of hope, love, and faith. I won't be shy in letting you know Jesus loves you. And many people just need to hear that. There's a lot going on in the world, and I think it's just important that you know that. Jesus loves you. I hope to share a few of my favorite Bible passages. I wouldn't be too good at Bible study because it takes me a long time to really understand what I'm reading, so I really have to dig to understand it. That's why I love going to church, because the pastor always lets me know this passage means and this passage means. As far as sharing Bible study, I don't know that I would be that good, but I certainly know that Jesus is in my heart, and I see that and feel it every day. And maybe we'll have a sprinkling of devotions. My husband and I support an organization that it's a mission through our church. It's called Hope for Foundation in Africa. And we sponsor a child there. Her name is Grace, and she attends school there at the Kim Jones house, as well as many other children. They go there, and so that is something that is near and dear to our hearts. We also build water wells there. We've built a bridge so the kids can cross over a river to get to school. Just all kinds of things. So if you get a chance, you want to check it out, I will leave a link in the comments below. Hope for Foundation in Africa. Crafting will be here on my channel. That's not going anywhere. Junk, scrap wood, and fabric. It is a part of me and will continue to be here. And you know I love primitives, so that will be here. And I hope to get out more once my eyes are healed. I'll show you some antique shops in the area, take you through there, see what we find. I'm not really a thrift store type person. Our thrift stores, I rarely find anything. Sometimes I'll go there and look for cutter quilts, but my heart is in the antique shops, and in estate sales. I'd like to share with you some of my favorite recipes. Hubby and I are empty nesters, so it's just he and I, and we have different schedules. I work at night. He works a swing shift of 12-hour shifts, and so I have to plan accordingly as far as cooking goes, and we're cooking for two, so I'd like to share some of that with you. I want to try my hand at some gluten-free breads, and I really love to master artisan bread, gluten-free, and I've seen some videos on that, so I want to give that a try, and I try to keep the meals healthy. I am low carb myself, and my husband is not. So I just balance that out. I'm not cooking 2 meals or anything. Anyway, I like simple meals, and most of the time I'm only cooking 1 meal a day. So we just have different things for our breakfast or our lunch. So yeah, I'd like to do a little bit of cooking on my channel. I would kind of like to incorporate life at 60 for a woman, looking forward to retirement and what that means, how to plan for that. Not specific planning, but getting rid of stuff you're not using. I do that all the time. I'm constantly saying, I don't use any of this stuff. I'll take a picture, throw it on Marketplace. It's out of here. Simplifying. And again, that comes back to, have I used this thing? Usually I have a 5-year rule. Have I used this thing in 5 years? If not, it's out of here. And I don't toss anything because I figure someone else could use it. So I'll throw it on Marketplace. I tend to give a lot of stuff just for free, just so that it can go. I already talked about our cleaning lady, and I talked about shopping delivery. It just has simplified my life. Doesn't mean I don't go into a grocery store ever. We still have to get water and some other things like that. But for the most part, I have simplified with online shopping. And the last thing I want to talk about is remote work. As I stated, I do work from home. It is a remote position. I process claims and just do paperwork. I work at night. I work from 9 p.m. to 5:30 a.m. I really like that because on my breaks, I can throw in a load of laundry. On my breaks, I could prep for a meal for the next day. It brings me great joy. I don't need to be, at my age, I don't need to be in an office environment with people, and I don't have to drive, like I said before. It provides a steady income. I can count on that income, and it has benefits like health insurance, although right now we're on my husband's health insurance. But if one of us retires before the other, one of us will have health insurance, which we need until we're 65, until we can get on Medicare. So it just goes into a little bit of planning. I have a 401k, and I have paid time off. So right now, those things are important to me. You see a lot of videos on side gigs. That is great, but I have done eBay and I have done Etsy, and I was quite successful when I was doing it, but I don't really want to get into having a shipping station again, packaging, tape, and all that, going to the post office. I am pretty much done with that. I don't mind if someone asks me to make something and ship that out. That's perfectly fine. But to be committed to getting in orders and getting those shipped out, that just does not interest me anymore. And I think that's because of my age. I just don't want to mess with it. But I did have success on those platforms. And if that is for you, that is wonderful. I know a lot of people that are successful on there. and they can make a consistent income. I just don't want to take a chance at this time, so close to retirement, of something happening, Etsy shutting down a shop or something like that, and your income is just stopped. Or you have a dry spell selling on eBay. I just don't want to mess with that right now. I like the consistent income of the remote W-2 job. That makes me very happy and it just provides some security for me. I do have some books that I published on KDP on Amazon, and every now and then I'll get some sales from that. I have worked on Fiverr, offering graphic design services on there. I help people publish their books, but I don't do that anymore. That is one of those, just like website design. You design it the way somebody wants it, but there are just always constant changes. So you want to move on to the next customer, but you can't because you're working on these for these clients, which is part of that type of gig. But I never quite got ahead. It was good money, but again, I'm simplifying and I don't want to mess with that. I want to do something and be done with it and then go on to something else. So I love YouTube as a side gig because everyone has something to share and someone would be interested in what you have to share. No matter your background, everyone has something that is interesting. Will I get rich from it? Probably not. But I have passions and I want to be able to share those passions. I love sharing the crafts, and it's as easy as turning on a camera. Yeah, there's some technical stuff, but it doesn't have to be perfect. So if you're out there thinking you have something to share, go ahead and turn on your camera and record it. You may be helping someone or inspiring someone or brightening someone's day that just had a bad day. You just never know. So that's why I like YouTube. So this is the time where I ask you, if you do like the type of content on my channel and you look forward to what's coming up, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Back to remote jobs. The reason I mentioned it is because on my channel, I want to have a section where I can provide remote jobs that are available out there. I know there's remote jobs in my area, so wherever you are in the United States, you could probably do one of those jobs if you are interested in that. And I'm talking about W-2 remote jobs. These are not like gigs where you have to find a product to sell and be an affiliate, and no, not all that. You actually work for a company in a home office. For my company, they provided all the equipment for me that I needed for the job, and also they pay for my internet. So each company will be different. As I post these jobs, you want to make sure you check out the company and then find out what they provide. But anyway, I want to be able to share some jobs, maybe some tips to help you get started, but that'll be coming as a section to my YouTube channel soon. I didn't want to ramble, but I wanted to just give you an update on the rebranding. I hope you'll stay subscribed to my rebranded channel. I'm excited to not only bring you crafting and woodworking projects, but also a diverse range of content that I hope will inspire and engage with you even more. I want this to be a community. Your support means a lot to me, and I value your feedback and comments. So be sure to leave a comment below. What would you like to see most on the channel? What would you like to see immediately? Are there any crafts, any woodworking projects you want to see? Are there any specific remote jobs you're looking for? Is there a specific recipe you'd like me to tackle for empty nesters? Whatever feedback you have, I will truly appreciate it. And if you choose to unsubscribe, I understand, but I'd love to have you stick around and be a part of this new journey. With that, I invite you to like, comment, share, and subscribe to join this growing community. And until the next video, God bless.